Friday, June 2nd. Took the day off. We're headed to Avalon for the Catalina fucking Wine Mixer. We're looking at light winds right now, about 6.2 apparent. We're motoring 4.9 into it, so almost no wind when we were coming across the bridge. Looked across the channel, looks like it is flat. I think we're going to be motoring. Hopefully not. And then keep it going.
We go down 10.
That's good. How's that look? That looks good now. So we are doing a little over 6 knots, between 6 and 6.5, in about 11 knots true. And the wind is just a true wind is right about at the beam. Apparent's a little bit further forward. So I'm gonna have to go back and check the archives to see when the last time we had the Admiral on board. I think it's been like a year. I think Debbie said it was before we did the repower, which I find it hard to believe, but I told her it was going to be flat. I didn't expect to see any wind. Looked at the forecast yesterday and I didn't check it again, even look this morning. But I told Debbie, it's just going to be a motor, you don't have to do any work or anything. And then came out, saw a little bit of wind. I said, hey, let's go ahead and get the sails up. And she's like, I thought I was just going to get to relax. And then as soon as the sails went up and we're zooming along, doing a little over 6 knots, smooth seas, kind of a beam reach, she's like, yeah, this is exactly, you know, what I love about going sailing. So it's pretty cool. Here afternoon. Got about 9.25 miles left to Avalon, and winds are maybe up about a knot. So we're seeing 6.8, 6.7, kind of mid to upper 6s right now. So we're making really good speed, and it's pretty comfortable. You see these waves coming at us. Camera doesn't pick them up well, but they're coming right off our beam, so we get a little bit of rolling motion, but it's pretty gentle. Afternoon. We're about 7 miles away, and we're doing almost 7 knots, but I can see the casino down there, so we have a pretty good viz on our destination there in Avalon. We'll be watching the movie Step Brothers at the Casino Theater actually tonight. Looks like a good one. See that fin? Mola Mola fin right there?
Yeah.
Alright, Pacific Sunfish or Mola Mola, and that's a pretty good size one, judging based on the fin. That's those dolphin.
Where?
Well, he just went under. It was a big one.
Don't they go in ponds?
Yeah, there's one out there a little further I just saw. Keep your eyes open, they'll pop up. Oh, I can see its body pretty well.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, he's a big one. See him?
Yeah.
He's gonna come up.
I didn't realize you were
See
so
it?
big.
Yeah, they're large. They're like 10 feet or so.
Really?
Yeah, he'll come up. There he is. See him? Got a bait ball we're driving over. See all these little splashes?
What does that mean?
They're little fish.
Eating?
See, yeah, see the pelicans coming in? They see him. Look at that. The pelicans are here in force.
Poop on your boat.
I hope not. You wearing a hat? Yeah. Let it rip. Now we wait for Harbor Patrol. We've got 2 boats in front of us. This cruiser up here, and then there's a little smaller boat. We got another boat behind us queuing up. That's a super tight turn right there. Video on how to do this professional ass hookup. Super easy tie up, perfectly done. Admiral did a great job on the pin pickup. So I have these housers that can feed that yellow line, that poly line through. It's pretty abrasive. I like to be able to adjust my lines a little bit. So I actually have this other bow line, and what I'll do is I'll run it through the loop. And then I can throw this off, and then it's this line. And when I'm ready to go, I just pull this line through, and then the line just drops easy.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
So we're all tied up and everything. Hey, Debbie, what time is it?
It's Admiral's hour.
Admiral's hour. Cheers. Wait a minute, did you start drinking an unvalidated beer? To be validated by the clink. 5:35 p.m. Making some headway. We got the dinks deployed. And we're just checking out the party scene, which is definitely the vibe this evening. While the Admiral's working on the grill, I've been tasked to keep an eye on this. So this is some kind of pineapples and peppers, some kind of soy sauce stuff going on, and jasmine rice. All right, we're tasked with just supervision, which is really nothing. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa, it's not Dinty Moore, but I think I can live with this. Those look amazing. Look at this. Whoa. I'm married well. So here's me doing really important stuff on the boat. Starlink, I got my gaming laptop here. Early access to Diablo 4. Kind of a looser am I anyways. I should turn on this red light here to set the tone. There's Killdragger right over there. Pretty good spot. Right next to the second dinghy dock.
Come on, sing it, Catalina! She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's unfortunately.
What are you doing on my boat? That's my boat.
A little late for the cooking with Killdragger, but we'll at least show what we have for breakfast. This is pancakes with strawberries and, is that homemade whipped cream? And sausage. So if anybody's wondering why I'm fat, Now you know.
I don't want
All right, Saturday morning.
Yes, because of the weather.
It's to the garbage drop-off dumpsters across the street, so it's pretty handy from the dinghy dock.
Bumper boats.
So the dinghy dock's right over there. Yeah. And then we'll just head over, man. Good to see you. High five.
Oh, we're such wimps. We have wetsuits. It's cold.
Avalon Dive Park. I don't know if the kayaks are supposed to be in the dive park, actually. This is Descanso. I only picked up a mooring here once, and then over on the other side over there, that's Hamilton. And that's like even less protected over there. All right. Catalina Wine Mixer. Cheers. Is it Catalina Wine Mixer or
Catalina Wine Mixer!
Yes, thank you.
You are so wrong. Oh, it's the Catalina.
We got a little bit of wine launching going on here already. And a drink over the head. All right, 8:30 a.m. Sunday morning. We're getting ready to bounce.
All right, what do you think, Mark?
Easy pickup.
Watch this. I'm gonna pan it. Crow shot right here. And then to the
Adios, Avalon Harbor. Adios, Catalina Express. Seeing 145 feet right where we are. And look how far out these boats are anchored. It's good etiquette to check out with Avalon Harbor, keel dragger.
Is Avalon Harbor?
Yeah, hi, we're clear of mooring 67. Thank you.
Mooring 67, thank you for the call.
Keel dragger out. Sailing vessel riffraff, sailing vessel riffraff, sailing vessel riffraff, keel dragger.
This is sailing vessel riffraff. Go ahead, keel dragger.
Hey, you want to go up to 6-9er?
Copy. Sailing vessel riffraff. Go ahead, keel dragger. 6-9.
Yeah, just wanted to thank you for inspiring the Admiral to get on me about how tidy your boat is and how grungy my boat is. Over.
Oh, good. Hopefully she doesn't want a new boat after looking at mine. Hopefully that'll be a big price tag. So.
She joked about it, but she knows better.
All right, good deal. You underway ready here?
Sounds like at least a short distance we've got solid comms. Over.
Copy. Over out.
All right, keel dragger's going to be standing by on 6-9er and 1-6.
Copy.
10 o'clock. We've got sailing vessel riffraff in front of us. We've been in his wake pretty much all the way. He just picked up a little bit before we did. We've been doing similar speeds. A little drama on the high seas. We had our engine stall right in the shipping lanes here, which is not the worst place. The worst place is by the rocks. So we're at least in the clear of hitting any land structures, but we do have a ship inbound coming. We're clear of that. During all the drama, I didn't get any footage, but I think it's the same. There's got to be some gunk in the fuel tank or something. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that was kind of super uncool. Pretty quickly, I'm getting to be an absolute pro at bleeding the fuel line. So what I do is I pull off the priming bulb, blow a lot of air through the fuel line to make sure that the fuel line is clear, where I can hear really solid bubbles bubbling into the fuel tank. And then I screw the bulb back into the fuel line and open up the bleeder screw above the fuel filter, the secondary on the engine, and then just keep squeezing the primer bulb until diesel fluid's coming out. Then I seal it up, give a few more squeezes of that priming bulb, and then she starts right up. So everything's nominal at the moment. I don't want to get too excited yet, but I think we'll be okay. Riffraff on the final stretch. We are Angel's Gate.